right, before we begin, I'd like to welcome everyone and ask you to stand for the national anthem. So I was going to sing the national anthem. The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You be seated. So just a quick run through of what we're going to do. We are going to have a couple of speakers. We're going to have some opening remarks, a welcome, some special awards, and then the team presentations, and then at the end of the program, our female and male athlete of the year. So there's a lot to do. We're also going to have a fantastic dinner. And we are looking forward to a great night of celebrating our seniors. All right, so guys, if you could just give me a second. Again, just want to welcome everybody to our senior dinner. I can't believe it's June. I can't believe that all of you are seniors. It really has flown by these last 4 years. This senior class is special for a lot of reasons, but you know, thinking about it on the car ride over here, I was talking to my daughter Angelica about, you know, this class and what it meant, and you know, she reminded me that this was your freshman year was the COVID year, and that March is when, you know, everything shut down. You lost a shot at your first opportunity to play a spring sport, and that was rough. And then your second year, the sophomore year, you come in and it was just so much unknown. You know, we didn't know if the team was going to have to shut down for quarantine. We didn't know if our opponent was going to shut down in quarantine. There were days that we would have 2 different opponents. You know, we'd lose a game because of a shutdown, and then we'd pick up a team, and maybe we were home, maybe we were away. Maybe it was a far distance, maybe it was a close distance, maybe they came to us. There was just so much uncertainty, and you know, the way that these athletes and these coaches handled themselves, shown later on, especially in their junior and senior year, the resiliency that you show, your hard work that you put in, your perseverance, your dedication to your sport, in many cases your dedication to multiple sports. So it really says a lot about you. And before we move on, this is being live streamed, so I do want to thank all of your parents and your family for the opportunities that they gave us to be a part of your life and to watch you compete. And you know, the best part of my day is, you know, watching all of you athletes compete. So I thank you for that opportunity. Hopefully, before we graduate in a couple weeks, you take the time to thank your coaches, our athletic trainers, our staff. You know, we've got the best coaching staff. I say this every year, and I really do mean it. We have the best coaching staff in the state. We have the best athletic trainers in the state, and that's why we do so much. I'd like to acknowledge our Board of Education. I know our board president, Jim Smith, is going to speak later on and introduce everybody, but I want to thank them for their support. You guys know what this looked like when you were a little kid growing up in Clifton, when you looked at your fields. You know what it looked like 2 years ago, and you look at our fields now and everything that we have. And anytime we need something, we get it, whether it's additional coaches, because you know, participation's been so high. We get it. Whether we need supplies, we get everything. So we thank our Board of Education for that. Also like to thank our central administration, Dr. Robertosi and his administration, for being just always extra supportive of us. They're active on our lives. They're present at games. They're always engaged. We appreciate that. Mr. Hamda and our vice principals, want to thank them for everything that they do. You know, Mr. Hamda is always awesome. When I ask him, you know, if we can do something, we get out early for a state tournament. Yeah, absolutely. You know, is it good for kids? Yes. And as long as the answer is yes to that question, then he makes it happen. So thank you, Mr. Honda. With that, Dr. Robertosi is running late, so I am going to ask our next speaker, Mr. Hamda, to come up and give a welcome.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Senior Athletic Awards Dinner. It's so great to see all of you here. First off, I want to congratulate all of our graduating seniors. If everybody can just give each other a round of applause. You made it. You know, I was thinking of what would be the thing that connects all of you in this room. What is it that makes you all special? And I thought about this in terms of the students, the trainers, the coaches, the Board of Ed, our administration, and there's one word really that best describes what you all have, and it's commitment. You guys have commitment to one another, and when I say that, I'm talking about the students. The commitment that you have to your team and to your coaches is something that is not seen very often. The commitment that your coaches have to you. There is no population, there is no person that comes to me more often advocating for students more than a coach advocating for one of their players. And I'm not just talking about something on the field, I'm talking about things off the field too. It's unlike anything I've seen. And that's that commitment that the coaches have towards their kids. The commitment that the trainers have. The endless hours that they put in. And of course, the commitment that our Board of Education has and the relentless support that they have for our athletics department. So essentially what I'm trying to say here is that's what sets you apart. That's why everybody in this room is going to be successful. And that's what's going to make you guys great. So again, I thank you guys for coming out tonight. I truly do. And keep being committed, because that's what's going to get you guys places. At this time, I'd like for you guys to give a round of applause to Mr. Smith, who's going to be coming up to speak, and I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Honda. Yep.
Thank you. I hope everyone's awake and ready for a great dinner tonight. On behalf of the Board of Education, we are so proud of each and every one of you for the dedication, the devotion, and the representation that you make as a Clifton athlete. Being a Mustang is definitely a privilege that you have. And being a Mustang doesn't leave when you graduate. You are always a Mustang. If you leave, you become an alumni Mustang. That is what makes Clifton different than many other towns. We are united, we are dedicated. Your devotion and your hard work surely comes through. The board supports you in every way. And when the board met a few years ago, we said, you know, some of our facilities are not up to par. In fact, our baseball field was probably one of the worst baseball fields around at Woodrow. The board got dedicated. We looked at ways we could improve, and now we have a state-of-the-art baseball and soccer field at Woodrow Wilson. At the high school, brand new tennis courts. Tennis courts, 5 of them we were told we needed, because 5 now we can host tournaments. So again, the board went out, brought the architects in, see how we could get 5 courts, and amazingly they did that. The band had their band field. It was full of ditches and couldn't get the grass to grow or whatever. The board saw that and said we have to put a new field up there as well. To the coaches, we are so proud of your representation and the work that you do for Clifton. Without you, these kids would not be here. Without you, many of you that are moving on into sports somewhere else, that's because of your coaches. That's because of the dedication that they make to you. Please, make sure you thank your coaches. But, you know, nobody else, nowhere, wants to be anywhere else on Friday nights when our football team takes the field. Or on Saturdays or other days when our soccer team takes the field. Or our lacrosse team. Or our cheerleaders. Cheerleaders who did phenomenal this year and brought it home. Wrestling. Basketball. Volleyball. I think anyone out?
I think so.
And last but not least, for the beautiful field we have over Woodrow in baseball. And, oh sorry, yes, can't forget track and field, my gosh. Track and field, wow. I knew I relieved somebody, and it's not purpose. But anyhow, just a couple more seconds, guys, and I'll be done. So what I think makes Clifton different than everybody else is your dedication. And it reminds me of this story real quick that I'll tell you about a church that needed somebody every day to ring the bells. And the bells were way up at the top of these stairs, long stairs. So now they take people coming to apply to ring the bell every Sunday, and they interview them, they see how they ring the bell. And there's one guy that comes up and he has no arms. But he's dedicated, he wants to have that job. And they say to the guy, how could you possibly ring this bell? You don't have any arms. So he shows him, he runs down the stairs, comes running up, and boom, hits the bell with his face. So he says, wow, that's pretty amazing. You did a great job. Can you show us again? So again, dedication. He goes down, boom, hits him with his face. He goes, this is great, you're hired. So every Sunday he'd go up, run up those stairs, hit the bell with his face. Now he's getting a little bit, his face is getting a little bit deformed. Okay, so he's having a little struggle, get up the stairs. He gets up to ring the bell and he falls down. And all these people come around. They're like, this poor man, does anyone know who he is? And some lady comes by and says, I don't know, but his face sure rings a bell. The story of that is dedication. Don't give up. Don't let anything stop you from succeeding. Because you can and you will. So now I'd like to introduce my fellow members of the board that are here. Okay, we have Dr. Lucy Danny. Mrs. Judith Bassler. Mr. Alan Paris. Mr. Anthony Santiago. Mr. Mark Brusiak. And Mr. Richie Mejia. As I started this night saying how proud we truly are proud to be a board that supports your sports. And always remember, it's a great day to be a Mustang. Thank you all.
Thank you, Board President Smith. Before we move on with the Appreciation Awards, this is an exercise we carry out every year. If you're a coach and you're an alumni, just stand up, please. Thank you, guys. We won't ask what year you graduated, but I just wanted to show the seniors and the parents watching at home, the families watching at home, just how much Clifton Athletics means to people. That, you know, the people who just stood up, the men and women who decided to come back and teach here, decided to come back and coach here, that Clifton really is a special place. And I think more than half of our staff is alumni. So just wanted, that means a lot. Okay, our first appreciation award. And I'm not going to ask her to come up because she did have a couple surgeries this year. I'll deliver. It goes to Miss Marchione. Miss Marchione is hands down the most important. It's no secret that Miss Marchione is hands down the most important person in this department. Without her, we're not sitting at this dinner. You know, buses, scheduling, communicating with officials, communicating with coaches, handling the companies that we deal with, our vendors, handling pretty much any issue that comes up. So just want to thank Ms. Marchione, and we really learned a valuable lesson this year when she was out with surgery. So the coaches are certainly happy too, because I was in a much better mood the day he came back. So. Probably should have left the microphone standing. All right, our next appreciation award goes to someone who really never says no. Whenever the department needs something, hey, we need a last-minute scorekeeper at softball, we need a site manager for hockey. We had 2 coaches with COVID, and I needed somebody to fill in at a swim meet that was at 7:30 at night on a Wednesday, I think it was. You know, this guy does anything that we ask. He's great with the kids. I'm not going to let him rap again like he did in the talent show when he comes up here. But Mr. Sarzano, come on up. We go season by season, obviously in fall, winter, then spring. We'll stop somewhere in the middle to eat. All the food is going to be in the next room. There's 2 buffet lines with 2 sets of buffets with 2 lines, so we'll be able to move in and out. When you come up, coaches, you may want to come over here. There's a step. MVPs will come up. You may want to come over here. There is a step. There's no step on this side, so just some housekeeping. First up is cross country. Going to ask Coach Pontus to come on up.
Go right to the buffet for you.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here again. I'd like to thank every senior member of our cross-country team, boys and girls, and I'll be up later to talk about boys track. But I also want you, as everyone that's spoken already has done, to look around. Because in the last couple of weeks, you're high school students for the last time. And some of you may never see each other again after graduation. But as was said earlier, you're a Mustang for life. But please make sure you're the right end of the Mustang for the rest of your life. All right? Thank you. That's behind us now. I get to be up here for cross country, so that's both boys and girls. Both the boys and girls were league champions. They worked really hard to keep the streak they've got going kept the way it is. Boys also won the county for the 3rd year in a row. And I get to honor both a girl MVP senior and a boy MVP senior. Our outstanding boy, even though there were a great number of talented, dedicated seniors, really put together an outstanding season. Hisham Itebe. Thank you, Sean. Well done. Much deserved. Interestingly enough, the boys team had a lot of seniors. The girls team had one senior, so they have a lot of people coming back. But the one girl senior we had is the best cross-country runner in the history of Clifton High School. All right, that's Remy Dubac. Great job. Very proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Pontus. All right, Coach, thank you. Football. Good evening, everybody. First and foremost, this night is about you guys, our senior athletes, right? So I love this night. It's all about you guys, and we're here to celebrate you. So thank you for all that you've done for us over the last 4 years. I know I had our own dinner, right? So we celebrate our football players at our dinner. However, of all the guys that we are losing this year, we have six young men going on to play college sports. Of those six, 4 are going to college for free. So I think that's a really, really big deal. Our MVP, you know, a 3-year starter for the most part. He did play as a freshman, so you could say he's a 4-year player for us. There's nothing that he didn't do, and he might have done things that he didn't want to do, but he just did it anyway because that's the kind of guy that he is. There's nothing I wouldn't do for him. That's why I'm here tonight. My oldest son, he's got a baseball game right now. I'm dying, waiting to go, but I would never take this away from you. Our MVP, Joseph Abel.
Speech later. Yeah. Speech later. Yeah, good night. I'll have to. Good.
All right, thank you, Coach. Next up is Coach Glenn, gymnastics.
The gymnastics team had a very successful season, posting 2 very well-deserved wins after a very, very long drought. They also posted a 6th place finish at league championships. First of all, I'd like to just thank Coach Shackle for all of her help. She's been my absolute backbone for the last 2 years. I'm sorry, I don't want to make you cry. From getting practices started before I get there, to riding the bus with the girls, sometimes craziness. I'd be lost without her, so thank you so much. The team would have been successful without the contributions and hard work from our 2 senior captains, Amelia Przowski and Anna Crespo. These ladies are 2 of the hardest working athletes I've ever had the pleasure of coaching. Anna joined the team her junior year and was an instant fit. Anna's personality has always been a fan favorite, never failing to make any of us smile. Her hard work and dedication over the past 2 years earned her second team All-County honors on floor exercise this past season. I'm so glad that she joined the team last year and I was able to work with such a great person. Anna will be continuing her education at Eastwood College for ultrasound technology. Amelia has been on the team since her freshman year. She was in the starting lineup every meet, eventually making her way up to the all-around. Amelia has always been reliable and dependable, taking on a leadership role her sophomore year. Her calm demeanor has always been a staple on the team, and I can't thank her enough for that. Anytime I've needed her, she's always been there. All of her hard work over the last few years also earned her second team All-County honors on vault. I've been fortunate to have been able to work with such a smart and talented individual the past 4 years. She will be attending Rutgers Newark in the fall, majoring in graphic design. Now, they're my only 2 seniors, and it's very hard to put a decision on who my MVP is because they've both worked so hard and given me everything that I've ever needed. So this year's MVP for gymnastics is Amelia Krajewski.
Thanks, Coach. Next up is Coach Krushek, girls soccer.
Good evening. On behalf of the coaching staff, we would like to congratulate not only the seniors that we have on the girls soccer team, but also to older seniors that we have over here for the dinner. Our seniors this year were Natalie Beach, which will be attending East Stroudsburg University. Can you get a round of applause? Natalie De La Cruz, Kane University. Lily Martins, Seton Hall. And our last senior is Leila Flores, St. Francis University. This year, MVP will go to the player who led the team since freshman year with most goals. She became a captain her sophomore year due to her natural talent. She will continue her education and soccer career at St. Francis University, Leila Flores.
Mom, go this way. You want to go this way? Yeah. Congratulations. Thank you, Coach. And we move on to Coach Lembrick and boys soccer.
Hello, everyone. First, I'd like to thank the Board of Education, administration, my staff, which is here today, Coach Travetti, Coach Barajo, Coach Flores, all Clifton High School alumni, and then, of course, all the seniors tonight and all the contributions you have done for Clifton Athletics. This year's team, and I will brag a little bit about this whole 4-year group because they've done amazing things for this city. Led by 11 seniors, we finished 16-2-1, winning Big North Liberty Division and reaching both of Passaic County in the state sectional championship games. The season ended as the #2 ranked team in North Jersey and #10 in the top 20 states. Overall, this remarkable group of seniors amassed in 4 years, and that's with the shortened COVID year, an incredible 66 wins, 7 losses, and 3 ties. 3 Liberty Division championships, 2 Passaic County championships, 1 state sectional championship, 1 overall Group 4 undefeated state championship, ranked 4 consecutive years in the top 20 in the state, and ranked twice nationally in the top 25. I'd like to ask the seniors to stand as I call their names. I was particularly proud that all 11 are going on to higher education. Danny Agudo, Caldwell College. Lucas Ferrata, Seton Hall University. Omar Flores, New Jersey City University. Axel Gonzalez, Bloomfield College. Kenny Linares, Seton Hall University. Benjamin Nelkin, Felician College. Stephen Osga, Brown University, but will take a gap year to pursue soccer in Europe. Dylan Perez, Montclair State University. Kareem Peskikin, Seton Hall University. And Mateo Zarsky, New Jersey Institute of Technology. This year's MVP, 4-year starter, team captain, All-State, Dylan Perez. I also am honored to award the Fernando Rossi Scholarship. Each year, this is going to be our 7th year. The Boys Soccer Alumni Association decided to create a scholarship in the name of the late great boys soccer coach Fernando Rossi. The association's goal is to keep his memory alive and kicking for a person who made a tremendous impact on hundreds of young men that played for the Maroon and Gray. An educator in Clifton Public School System for nearly 30 years, Coach Rossi taught Italian and Spanish passionately while serving as the Italian club supervisor. As the leader of the boys varsity soccer team for 23 years, he amassed a record of 353 wins, 95 losses, 51 ties. He was inducted into the Clifton High School, the Passaic County, and the New Jersey Hall of Fame, with his teams winning 12 Passaic County championships, 10 league championships, 3 state sectionals, and 1 Group 4 undefeated state championship team. The financial support will help senior soccer players to continue their post-secondary education, which was one of the core values stressed by this great educator and coach. To date, 25 Fighting Mustangs over the past 7 years have greatly benefited from over $30,000 of contributions through alumni and the Clifton community. Coach Rossi's legacy goes far beyond the playing field. We all have a tremendous respect for a man who taught us much, much more than soccer. He was our mentor and our friend. This year's recipient of the Fernando Rossi Scholarship for $2,000 is Dylan Perez.
Thank you, Coach. Next up is girls tennis, Coach Cole.
Good evening, everyone. I too would like to congratulate all the seniors this evening and wish you all the best in your future endeavors. The girls tennis team this year, I also forgot to thank my assistants, Coach Ann Tate and Coach Parisi, a big help this year. This year's team finished with a record of 7-8. We had a great time. We got better as the season progressed, and looking for bigger things next year. But I'd like to announce the 8 seniors that played tennis this year. They are Lamis Abdallah, Dana Aref, Salsabil Asaf, Lauren Chirinos, Tiana Fletcher, Megan Jaramillo, and Emily Arantes. This year's senior MVP goes to Fatima El-Sadid.
Congratulations. Thanks, Tom. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach Cole. Next is girls volleyball, Coach Rodriguez. Coach Trigo coming up on his behalf.
Hi, first of all, I'd like to thank Mr. Fila. He and I coached pretty well together and created a great friendship. Mr. Rodriguez can't be here, so he sent me a little message. He said, I'm really sorry I couldn't be here on a special night to celebrate with you all. I am watching the live stream, so that makes me a little bit better. I would like to thank you for all your dedication and commitment. Thank you for all the great memories and for sticking together through the bad and the good times like a family. I really enjoyed being able to teach you a bit about volleyball and about life, while also learning from you. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. And that was from Coach Rodriguez. Volleyball consisted of Isabel Berta, Melanie Campos, Mary Claire, Davy, Soleil Feith, Angela Gonzalez, Lizbeth Lazar, Krishi Patel, Barbara Rios Perez, Diana Ramirez, Inshara Shaquille, Allison Cipriero, and Sarah Torres. And our MVP is Mary Claire Davy.
Thanks, Jim.
All right, we're gonna round out fall and begin winter at the same time. I'm gonna ask Coach Fershi. Did I say it right? Fershi, I'm sorry, she just got married. You come up and represent sideline cheer and then competition cheer.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to start off by thanking my coaching staff, Samantha Segda, Sarah Post, and Laura Tennell, for all of their commitment and dedication this season. I would also like to thank Tom Mulaney, Lori Marchione, and the Clifton Board of Ed for all of their support. I am proud to announce that the Clifton varsity cheerleading team had another incredible year. We had an overwhelming interest in trials and were able to pick a team of 37 athletes who worked tirelessly from August through February. Our co-ed varsity team ranges from freshmen to seniors who participate in sideline football cheer in the fall, followed by a competitive season in the winter. While the team enjoys the exciting and successful season of football, they also anxiously await their very own competition season. In preparation for the season, the team attends tumbling classes, stunt clinics, and choreography camps. They competed in the Big North Cheerleading Conference, local competitions, and attended the NJCDCA State Championship. The cheer team ended their regular season with a record of 7-1 and earned the title of the Big North Liberty Division Champions for a second year in a row. They also earned the title of 2023 State Championships in the Intermediate Co-ed Division. The cheer coaching staff had very high expectations for this season, and the team surpassed them. We will greatly miss our seniors and all of their talents. I would like to quickly recognize all of our seniors: Jonas Arias, Captain Paris Frederick, Eliza Fuentes, Mia Guant, Soraya Haskin-Shepard, Matthew Jaramillo, Captain Nicole Leitner, Andrea Moran, Captain Jacqueline Lee, and Captain Camila Vasquez. This year's fall MVP is Nicole Leitner. Please don't fall. Congrats. Congratulations. And this year's winter MVP is Jonas Arias.
Thank you, Coach. Next up is Coach Berberich with Boys and Girls Bowling.
Good evening, everyone. I'd first like to congratulate all the student athletes here tonight. I would also like to thank the athletic department for supporting bowling through COVID, as we had a lot of new students committing to this season. I'd like to thank the administration and Board of Education for the beautification of Clifton schools and the athletic venues. I think we're all very lucky to at least be getting new bathrooms next year. We have 2 all-county recipients that are non-senior athletes, so I'd just like to give them a round of applause. We had a 3rd place finish for the boys in the Big Liberty Division, 3rd place county championship for the boys as well. 5 of 6 senior athletes, all moving on to higher education, with 4 students receiving partial or full scholarships. Our seniors that could not be here with us tonight were Jelena Reyes, Kayla Eunice, Kiera Eunice, Tyler Murray, Makai Laws, Damian Ramasar is here with us tonight, and our MVP is Makai Laws. And our female MVP was Jelena Reyes.
All right, next up is girls basketball and Coach Whitworth. Coach and her family just had twins, so that's where she is. So we'll give her a pass on that. She asked me to speak about her team. Girls basketball came a long way over the season. We had some struggles early on, but they continued to persevere and work hard. They really kept it together, girls and boys. Basketball were given the Sportsmanship Award by the Officials Association, so that tells a lot about the way they conducted themselves. And none of that would be possible without the leadership of Natalie Leach. All right, Coach Cadmus, boys basketball.
I first want to thank our admin and the Board of Ed for the tremendous support the boys basketball program gets. We were very lucky this year to have a great group of seniors, a very tight-knit group of guys, and one of the most enjoyable seasons that I've had as a coach. We won 17 games. We won a state tournament game this year. We also won a game last year with these guys as juniors, and they've really helped grow the program and continue to take the program to new heights. I just want to give them a shout out. We have Justin Blackman, who's going to continue playing basketball at Sussex Community College. We have DJ Burrell, Aiden Pichardo, Aiden Sefaragic, Elijah Vaz, and Lou Vega, who will have a chance to play at Felicia College next year. I also want to shout out the tremendous managers that we had, senior managers, Jason Urena and Natasha Roach, and our team MVP is Louis Vega.
Thank you, Coach Cadmus. Coach Coletta is up next to talk about the wrestling team.
Congratulations, seniors. First of all,
Our team went 21-4 this year. We equaled the record with the most wins ever. We were 2023 North Jersey Dual Teams champions, 2023 Passaic County champions, first time in 50 years. Which your team was led with Ronnie, Devin, Andrew, Salmon, and of course, Joe Abel. All right, Joe Abel was our MVP this year. If you ever got a chance to actually come down to the matches, you would see this bull stepping on a mat, and most of the guys would not survive more than 10 seconds. I think he's got about 15 or 20 pins under 10 seconds, which is almost impossible. All right, Joe. He was probably one of the best 21st century Clifton Mustang that ever wrestled for us. If he wasn't for COVID, he would probably break Wolf Farhan's record with the most wins. He was 4th in 2021, 5th 2022, 3rd 2023, with a record of 41-1. The only loss he got was in quarterfinals, which he avenged later on in the tournament. Joe, also 3 times first team All County, 4 times first team All League, first team North Jersey, captain for 2 years, and had over 100 wins. His career record was 125 and 18 losses. I mean, one of the greatest wrestlers I've wrestled. And one more thing, sadly I got to tell to the seniors, one of our assistants is retiring, Freddie Hemsey. So, Freddie, you're going to be greatly missed. Thank you.
Yeah, so unfortunately, Coach Hemsey couldn't be here. He does what he consistently does and works. He's got another job, and that's where he is. And he's only retiring as a wrestling coach, thankfully. He's still going to teach and site manage and do all of that. So you know he'll be around. All right, Coach Genesuso and ice hockey.
Hello, I'd like to first start by thanking Mr. Malahi, Mrs. Marcioni for all their help during the season. I'd like to thank our Board of Ed for all their support. Again, our seniors this year led our team to a 12-10-2 record. We played a Silver Cup championship game for the league. We earned a state bid for the first time in maybe 8 years. A lot of this was due to the leadership of our senior group. Our senior MVP ended up being first team All County, first team All League. He's a player that I got to watch from freshman year to senior year. My first year was his freshman year, so it's been an absolute pleasure watching this athlete grow not only as a hockey player, but also as a person. Our senior MVP is James Strobel.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Nice job.
Thanks.
All right, thank you, Coach. All right, Coach Pontus, boys winter track? No, Coach West, I'm sorry.
I have one. Boys and girls together. Boys and girls. Yeah. So 2 birds, 1 stone. That's all good.
First off, I want to thank all of the coaches for winter track, boys and girls together. So we have Coach Post, the girls coach. Give her a nice hand. Coach Downs, who's not here, he's the jumps coach. Coach Tascioni, who's new to coaching for us. He's a pole vault coach. And I'd be remiss if I did not mention the architect, I should say, of the track program synonymous with track in Clifton. going up on 50 years of coaching, one of the most successful coaches in Clifton, Coach John Pontes. On the girls' side, we had very few athletes, even fewer seniors. Our indoor track athlete, senior athlete of the year, first team All-County in indoor, first team All-County in cross country, and state champion, Remy Dubac. For our boys, also first team All-County, I asked this young individual when he was back in middle school to do track and field, and it has proven to be his greatest achievement so far, Christian Grant. I'm not sure it's it, but I'll accept it on his behalf. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Coach West. All right, last but certainly not least, going to ask Coach Yannetti to come up to talk about boys and girls swimming.
Good afternoon. Well, both sides of the swim team gave it their all this year. We are losing 11 great swimmers this year, and I want to wish them the best in their future endeavors inside and outside the pool. I also want to recognize all the athletes who pushed through 2 of their 4 years being an athlete during a pandemic and getting back to a normal way of playing sports. The challenges that you have overcome do not go unnoticed. I have the pleasure of speaking about 2 great student athletes. These swimmers are a true example of what hard work and dedication mean to the sport of swimming. It has been a pleasure coaching these 2 athletes over the past 4 years. Having a front row seat to watching them grow as an athlete and as a person has been a joy. It is my pleasure to introduce our 2023 swimming MVPs, Frank Costi and Abigail Chakey. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations.
All right, we're going to take a dinner break. I do have a set of tables, so please don't all go rushing up at once. Tables 1, 2, and 3. Tables 16, 15, and 5. Tables 17 and 14.
They didn't wait for you. They all went out. Hold on. I know. I already know one. I got it. Oh, I didn't know that.
seconds, thirds, fourths, or fifths, make your run now because we're going to pick it up in a couple of minutes. Desserts after this. All right, everybody, we're gonna get started again. Round up our spring sports, our MVPs, and then there's a Sunday ball. So let's get through this, continue to be a great audience. Before we do go back to the spring, just want to acknowledge Mr. Mecca and Vinny on our live stream. I want to thank them for making this possible. They certainly didn't have to be here. They choose to come. They know how important this dinner is for your families to be able to see. And just also want to congratulate Mr. Mecca on being the Mascot Media Live Stream Teacher of the Year. Well deserved. Mr. Mecca and his faithful sidekick, Vinny, are at pretty much every event we ask him to be at, and we really appreciate that. Mr. Mecca runs the live stream, so any live stream that we've had of your games, our dinners, your board meetings, Mr. Mecca's staffs it, does a great job, he's super responsible. So thank you, Mr. Mecca, and Vinny, thank you so much. All right, our first sport for the spring is girls outdoor track. That's Coach West. I got that right. I got that right.
All right, so the girls team was recovering from COVID. Our numbers have been down for the past few years, but we're finally recovering. We only had 4 seniors on the girls track team. Nyla Flores, Remy Dubac, Angelina Sanchez, and Janae Roberts. This year, the girls track team is 4-1 for the year. You know, like I said, we're still recovering, and hopefully in the future we'll be able to get back to where we once were, become county champions. Our MVP for spring track, Janae Roberts.
Boys outdoor track, Coach Pontus. Guys, let's just sit tight. We've got a couple more sports to go, all right?
Sorry. Thank you again. See, as you get older, when you go to these dinners, you got to wear a jacket that you can walk up and sit button after you ate. But that's all right. Anyway, our boys track team had a blessing of many seniors. And they put together a season that was fairly exceptional. Finished second in the league, second in the county, 1 dual meet loss. They continued to work hard. In fact, both the boys and girls track teams are competing this weekend in a state group meet. And with any good fortune, we'll have a few of these people continuing to the Meet of Champions, which will be next Wednesday. It was truly difficult to pick one outstanding senior, but this individual did a remarkable job during the season. He's exceptionally talented in one particular event, but he was willing to help the team in a number of other events in every meet. Antonio Bordamonte.
Nice job, Antonio. Proud of you.
I'd like to just add that the unsung heroes here are really our assistant coaches. Our assistant coaches, not just in track and cross country, but every single sport, do a great job in adding to the program, but yet they don't get much recognition at all. One of the truly outstanding assistant coaches in our school is Coach Post, who works every year and produces even from brand new kids to the throws, and they go on and win championships. I greatly appreciate her. Thank you.
All right, boys volleyball. Coach Alvarado is going to pinch it for Coach Rodriguez.
Good evening, everyone.
First, let me congratulate all the seniors. Mohan Abdulkarim, Jacobo Aristizábal, Adam Duca, F.N. Elderman, Lucas Ferrara, Pavel Holak, Julian Kovic, Om Mystery, Chris Shah, and Hova Borosha. This year's MVP is Adam Duca.
Next is softball. Going to ask Coach Murdoch to come on up. Coach Falcone had some bad sushi. He's going to make it.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, administration. Good evening, Board of Ed members, as well as all of the seniors that are here tonight. It is an honor as a former student athlete at Clifton and a softball player to be up here to announce our seniors. I am going to just ask them to stand as I acknowledge that we have Jaylene Abias, Grace Garudo, Angie Gonzalez, and Olivia Krasinski. This year's MVP is a 4-year varsity starter, and she has contributed to this program immensely. You will not only be missed, but we wish you well in everything you continue to do, so please put your hands together for Angie Gonzalez. Congratulations.
Congrats.
So proud of you.
All right, I'm going to cover for Coach Whitwer with boys tennis. Boys tennis had a great year. She does a great job getting numbers. We fielded an entire varsity and JV team. That hasn't happened in quite some time. They also got to break in our brand new tennis courts. So we're hoping our numbers continue to grow as our facilities improve, and we're looking forward to watching the girls play on those new courts next year. This year's MVP is Ego Fijo. All right, I guess he's not here. Coach Christie and girls lacrosse.
All right, I had 3 wonderful seniors this year, Layla Lampingano, Natalie Leach, and Kaylee Miller. I want to thank these 3 for dedicating themselves and committing themselves to building the program. With further ado, my senior MVP is our 3rd career 100th goal scorer in our program history, Kaylee Miller.
Thank you, Coach Christie. Next is boys Coach Velez.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, administration, Board of Education, Mr. Lane, Mr. Marchione. Thank you very much for your support this year, being a first-year head coach at high school. This senior, 2 years playing goalie, seen a lot of shots, a lot more shots than many goalies see in a 4-year career. Has amassed a 56.7% save percentage. So he's saving about, a little bit more than half that he's seeing. Backbone of our defense, communicator, Devin Desai, MVP. Good job, man.
Coach Rivera, baseball.
Okay. First, want to give a big thank you to the Board of Ed and especially Mr. Malahi, Dr. Robert Tosi, and Jim Smith for all the support and the help in getting our new brand new field at Woodrow. So I want to thank you guys for that. I also want to congratulate all the seniors, and I wish you guys the best, especially our baseball seniors. Marcos Patanzas, Angelo Barcelo, Carlos Nunez, Aiden Pichardo, Kyle Rogers, and Jeremy Sanchez. I want to thank you for all you did for the last 4 years. Our senior MVP is a 3-year starter. He would have been a 4-year starter, but we lost the season due to COVID. 2 years in a row, he was all-league first team, all-county first team 2 years in a row. He was selected to the senior all-star game, which is going to be played on this upcoming Monday at Diamond Nation. He was in the top of many pitching categories in the state and the county. He will continue playing at Division II St. Thomas Aquinas. He's our captain, and we're truly miss him, our senior MVP, Kyle Rogers.
Thank you, Coach Rivera. Last and certainly not least, the newest sport to join the Clifton Athletic Program, the real Coach Cinque, girls flag football.
Big shoes to fill as a Coach Cinque, as we all know. There were 6 seniors on the flag football team this year. If you guys could just stand as I say your name: Kelly Ariaga, Megan Jaramillo, Nicole Leitner, Amanda Bauman, Natalie Leach, and Katie Miller. These 6 ladies truly were the heart and soul of our program, and I cannot thank all of you enough for your hard work and dedication to our program and to our team. You guys will all definitely be missed. I know the other Coach Cinque forgot to mention, but Joe Abel will be playing in the North-South game on Sunday, and Natalie Leach was chosen to play in the first ever flag football North-South game, which will be this Sunday as well. So congratulations to Natalie. And while all of you were instrumental to our huge success this year, there's one person that stood out in every single game, the girl that I could turn to on both sides of the ball, no matter what. I'm extremely honored to announce our MVP, Katie Miller.
All right, great job coaching, great job athletes, been an incredible audience. Congratulations to all the MVPs, will certainly be missed. This part of the night is when we honor our overall Clifton High School Senior Athlete of the Year. We'll start with ladies first. This athlete is what every athletic director on the planet would love to have. A 3-sport athlete for all 4 years of her career. Granted, you know, missing one for COVID, but she was signed up and enrolled. She's a 12-season athlete, honors student. You know, it's exactly what we want in athletics. Never an issue. I actually had to have a separate budget for rings for all her individual sectional champions. So let's hear it for not only an exceptional athlete, an exceptional young lady, comes from an exceptional family, Remy Dubac. All right, picking these award winners are never easy. We have such a stable of quality athletes, quality students, and really, well, we're really high accomplished seniors. Our next athlete is a two-sport athlete, all 4 years. Impact player, pretty much all four years. Finished state placer in wrestling, which is incredibly difficult to do. On the football team, was a huge part of our sectional championship last year. He just does anything you ask him to do, never complains, never hurt, all-around tough guy, but also an A student. Both of these athletes of the year are also our Passaic County Scholar Athletes of the Year. So let's hear it for Joe Abel. He still has 3 weeks to graduation. I'm not going to put him in that position, going to in front of the microphone. But as we end the night, I just want to thank everyone here for all that you do. Our athletes, you're absolutely tremendous. You make this job really easy, to be quite honest. We get to watch you compete at a high level. You're so responsible. The things you accomplish in other clubs. We've got robotics state champions that are athletes. We've got scholar athletes. We've got Honor Society, Key Club. We've got a little bit of everything. So I appreciate that. The coaches, we thank you for your commitment. You never turn off. You're always there to answer the phone. You're always working. You're always finding ways to make the experience better for your athletes. You put a tremendous amount of time, tremendous amount of dedication, and there's not one member of this staff that I would trade for anybody. I really appreciate all of your efforts. So let's give yourselves a round of applause. Let's hear it for your coaches. And I would also like to thank, our high school administration, our district administration, our Board of Ed, for all that they do. Without their support, none of this is possible. There aren't many programs that get what you get. I had Trainer Tom just came. His daughter's team won a sectional champion in softball, and parents are buying rings themselves. That doesn't happen here. Our board's committed to rewarding good behavior, rewarding success. Your coaches are always looking to reward success. So we hope that what you athletes have accomplished on the field, you continue to accomplish in life, whether you're going to college, trade school, the military, no matter what you decide to do. You don't forget what you were taught here. And our coaches, certainly our teachers as well, they teach by example. They work hard. They want you to work hard. They're here 6 days a week, 7 if I would let them. They're here all the time. You're right here with them. So we appreciate everything that you do. I appreciate the great 4 years that you've given us, particularly your senior year. This was a really enjoyable year. It went by so quickly. Never any issues. You're an incredible group. So with that, thank you, and enjoy the Sunday bar, and enjoy the next couple of weeks of your high school career.